Brett Sockold here, helping you make every class Catholic. You know, in this work, a question I often get has to do with non-Catholic students in our Catholic schools. Of course, many Catholic schools will accept students of any faith and none. They know what they're signing up for when they come to a Catholic school. We're going to propose the truth of the Catholic faith, and we should do it across the curriculum. But proposing is different than imposing. The goal here is not that everyone checks the box and gets the right answer, even if it's disingenuous. The goal is the engagement of free and responsible people with truth claims. And if you can do that well, you're well set up to engage with neighbors who believe all kinds of things that may or may not be true, right? But we can engage as free and responsible people. You know, I heard a really interesting story from an art teacher in Indiana. The final project in grade 12 in her art class was a crucifixion scene. And so her Catholic and even other Christian students could do this crucifixion scene. And there were a couple Muslim students in the class, and they said, "Miss, like, it's against our conscience. We can't create an image. We can't do a crucifixion scene." And she found a good workaround. Muslims have their own art traditions, and she found something for them to work with. And they came up with a very suitable final project. But then a couple of other students caught wind of this. They heard that there was an exception for the Muslims. So they went up and they said, "You know, Miss, we can't do this project either because we're atheists." Now, we don't actually know if these people were being sincere. But what can you do in a case like this? I would say call their bluff. If they're not really atheists, treat them like honest atheists, and if they are atheists, then treating them like honest atheists is the right thing to do in any case. And so what I suggested to this teacher is, if you're going to be an atheist in my Catholic art class, you're going to be the best darn atheist you can be. You've now got a research project about the history of atheist artistic engagement with Christian themes. And then after you've studied those, you can produce something in that line. They probably weren't expecting that. They might have, if they were bluffing, you know, they were probably thinking they were just going to cause trouble for someone. But if you give them that opportunity, they have a real chance to learn something. And there's a real Catholic attitude about free and responsible engagement on display here. And that engagement with Christian themes from an atheist perspective, who knows what the Holy Spirit can do with that. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, why not share it and help someone else make every class Catholic?